こんにちは皆さん。私はデレクです。よろしくお願いします。今回は第10話です。すごい素晴らしい。今日は神戸に来ています。天気はいいですね。新神戸駅の隣には神戸ヌノビケハーブウェンとロープウェイがあります。行きましょう。ごめんなさいみんな。俺は日本語を練習しています。難しいですけど頑張ります。花です。きれい。動物の森で見たことがあります。これらはハーブです。So cool。チューリップが綺麗ですね。鳥が見たい。アイスが好きです。ラベンダーを味わうのは初めてです。面白い思います。それではOkay, that's enough of that. I don't think I could do this the whole episode. Japanese is just way too hard.
どこ行くんですか？
ごめん、日本語、いや、はい。駅。
thank you. ありがとうございます。
Case and point. By the way, I couldn't fit my umbrella in the locker with my luggage, but it became a nice walking stick.
I think it'd be like going on a hike. We're here. Oh fuck. We're here. I'm here.
Once I got to the falls, I forgot about the hike. Yeah, this is no Niagara Falls, but it looks cool. I also started to take in my surroundings that it was mostly people twice my age doing this hike, all in incredible shape. Better than me for sure.
I don't think you can see me too well. But holy fuck. Oh, it's awesome.
I also checked out this bridge that was not too far away from the falls. It's the Sarunokazura Bridge, which seemingly was covered in vines. But it looks like those vines were cut and are now dead. Still looks really cool, and yes, I was too scared to try and cross it. Next, I needed to make my way from the mountains to the port area of Kobe. Nothing like a hotel charter bus.
What up? Just finished a hike, and yeah, I'm in Kobe. So that means I'm gonna get a nice steak at some point. I'm at the Kobe Meriken Oriental Hotel. It's supposed to be this view. Holy shit, do I have a balcony? I have a fucking balcony. Sick. Hey look, it's the Beat Kobe sign. Kobe Port Tower. It's right there. Under construction or something like that. I thought this is clearly a soap holder. I thought it was to like rest your phone so you can watch YouTube while... Yeah, I'm an idiot. Okay, cool.
Later that night, I went to Steakland in Kobe, which had a lot of good reviews. The steak is grilled right in front of you, teppanyaki style. I was told twice not to film, as were the people around me. Meanwhile, others at different tables were able to film, so I'm going to assume this was based on how comfortable the chef is with cameras. Anyways, this wasn't the most expensive steak, still about $100 or so. The presentation isn't amazing, but this steak just melts in your mouth. It doesn't look like a lot, but the entire course meal is very filling. I decided to walk back to my hotel, which was about a half-hour walk, just to pass through Kobe's Chinatown area, which I'm sure would have been super cool if I wasn't full and things were still open.
It's late, and you may not see it, but this is a giant fucking fish sculpture.
As I got closer to my hotel, I made my way through the lovely Meriken Park.
My hotel is over there.
This is a nice waterfront park with lots of illuminations.
Does the music imply that there's going to be a show that just is about to start?
Meriken Park ではスケボーをするのは禁止です。みんなでルールを守って楽しいひとときをお過ごしください。
It almost feels like Odaiba on a much smaller scale, but I almost prefer that. It felt very calming, unlike the other side of the port, which was basically partying away. Animals. The Kobe Port Tower was closed for renovations, but they surprisingly had a nice projection show on the scaffolding. I was only in Kobe for the day, but I did so much. I really liked it here. Alright, I know Phase 2 is called Kansai and Shikoku, but Hiroshima is actually part of the Chugoku region to the west of Kansai. Before the Super Japan nerds come at me, I just wanted to make that distinction clear. If you know anything about history, I don't think Hiroshima needs much of an introduction. I decided to walk from Hiroshima Station to my hotel. It was a long walk with my heavy-ass backpack. I stumbled across this garden, so I went in.
Genuinely love these types of gardens. Nice big pond in the middle. These tiny little islands. All the foliage.
Look at all this beautiful foliage.
It's peaceful. Hi, hello. I don't know how visible it is, but there's a line of sweat on my shirt because I am drenched from carrying the backpack for 2 hours, walking all around Hiroshima.
A short walk from my hotel was the Atomic Bomb Dome, or as it's more formally known, the Hiroshima Peace Memorial, or Genbaku Dome. It was the only structure left standing in the area where the first atomic bomb exploded back in August 1945, at the end of World War II. Even being in its presence, it's hard to fathom what actually went on here, especially since Japan had been able to rebuild the city back up pretty well. Across the river is the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park. It's a giant park with several monuments and a view of the atomic bomb dome. The park is quite large, and if you make your way towards the end of it, you come across the Pond of Peace and the Flame of Peace. At the very end of it is the Hiroshima Victims Memorial Cenotaph. There's a stone in the middle engraved with the words, "Let all the souls here rest in peace, for we shall not repeat the evil." I truly hope we stand by those words. You get a view of the flame as well as the dome through the cenotaph as well. On my way back to the hotel, I stopped by the Pokemon Center Hiroshima because, of course I did. I think I'm at least halfway, if not more, through seeing all the Pokemon centers in Japan at this point. There's no exclusive Pikachus here, but shiny Gyarados for the win. If you're ever in Hiroshima, you should definitely check out Okonomimura, because how awesome is it to go to a place that serves nothing but okonomiyaki on 2 floors? You know what you shouldn't do though? Go to Okonomimura when you're already starving, because you're gonna have to wait a while. My timing here was so bad. All of the shops that were open had to wait, and it's clear that they only allow people in groups so they can make everyone's okonomiyaki at the same time. Every shop was just getting started for each group, so I would have had to wait till they all order, make the food, eat, clean, then let my group in. I was told at least 40 minutes to an hour on restaurants on both floors, so I decided to just leave and get some gyudon from Yoshinoya. For my second day in Hiroshima, I took a ferry to the island of Itsukushima, also commonly referred to as Miyajima, to check out the famous torii gate that is submerged by the high tide. There's lots to do once you arrive on the island, like shops and foods, or just head straight to the torii gate. By the way, the ferry was free with a JR pass, otherwise it's about 400 yen round trip. Following that, I went towards the Momiji Bridge and decided to go up the Miyajima Ropeway to get to the Shishiwa Observatory. From the Shishiwa Observatory, you can head even higher to the Mount Misen Observatory. I met some nice people in my ropeway cart, and I hope they're doing well. One traveler from Israel and an old retired couple from Kanagawa just outside of Tokyo.
Thank you for taking the Miyajima Ropeway today.
Only one way, so this is.
Oh, you're hiking down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you.
No,
No way.
No.
but are you going up to the?
I'm gonna go to
to the main train.
Yeah. I got called out for not hiking down the mountain, but with my back problems and only being halfway down my trip, I didn't really want to risk any injury. Before the Mount Misen Observatory are a bunch of temples, one of which protects a flame that was actually used in the Hiroshima Peace Park. However, it was at this point that I decided to just turn around. It was all uphill just to get here, and even more uphill to the observatory, and it was just too much for me to handle at the time. I made my way back to the ropeway, only to find out that it was shut down indefinitely due to high winds.
You have to walk down from the mountain because the ropeway stopped. To vlog while I hike because this is unprecedented shit that went wrong, of course. So I'm in a forest hiking. I don't even know the path.
Where the fuck am I? Okay. So I still have that. I was all the way up there. Jesus fuck.
Yeah, so long story short, the winds got too intense that it shut down the ropeway. There was no telling how long it would have been closed for. I waited in line behind a bunch of school children on a field trip and other tourists for about 30 minutes before deciding to hike down. I thought I deserved some ice cream, okay?
Purple sweet potato.
I also ate like 5 pieces of yakiton, which are grilled pork skewers. After getting some food in me, I soon forgot about the hardships of being somewhat trapped on a mountain, on an island. I decided it would be cool to check out the actual Itsukushima Shrine. I also walked the Omotesando shopping streets and grabbed some of the local momiji snacks. Momiji is the Japanese word for maple leaf, so it's a steamed bun with a filling in the shape of a maple leaf. I believe I got custard and red bean.
本日は JR 西日本宮島フェリーをご利用いただきましてありがとうございます。
A nice Wagyu steak in Kobe that melts in your mouth is nice and all, but a good Okonomiyaki really hits the spot. It's just so unique and flavorful. I didn't want to leave Hiroshima without having their famous dish, so I found an Okonomiyaki restaurant near my hotel that was anime themed. It was cool to watch the food get made in front of me, and here it is close up, this epic, gigantic meal. But anyways, if you want to know the real hero of the day, it was these pretz. The only thing I had to eat when I was stuck on top of that mountain. But that was it for Kobe and Hiroshima. An eventful few days to say the least. Early the next morning, I made my way to the Hiroshima Port Ferry Terminal. It only gets more intense from here as I take the Ishizaki Superjet to take me to the island of Shukkoku, where I traveled to 4 cities in 3 days. Thank you all so much for watching. Please comment, like, and or subscribe if you enjoyed. I'm about to take on the stormy seas, and I'll see you in Shukkoku for the next one.